Alright, in this video I want to talk about how to cope with a friend or a family member that is on drugs, that's hooked, or maybe perhaps alcohol. You know, I know firsthand that it's hard and that it hurts. I think we have to realize as individuals that they are adults and they can make their own decisions, and they do make decisions that are very bad for them. And I know that it's hard, and I know that it's difficult. I lost my oldest sister a couple of years ago to a drug overdose. She was in and out of jobs. Anytime she got a hold of money, that's where it would go. And we all knew that. You know, when her husband passed away, she got a hold of a large sum of money, and that was that. And you grow up, or maybe you don't grow up, maybe you're just now starting to experience this, but I grew up with it, and after a while you almost become used to it, you almost become numb to it, and as I aged, I expected it. As sad as that is, you know, I said to myself, one of these days, and that's exactly what happened. I would talk to her, my others, you know, I'm the youngest of 6, and the only boy as well. I'm the baby, so I'm 39, and all of my sisters kind of looked at her as being the black sheep. They didn't want anything to do with her when they had problems of their own. You know, one of my sisters is pretty much an alcoholic, and I've got another sister now that's all of a sudden out of the clear blue hooked on drugs. You know, it's tough, you know, but sometimes you have to love from a distance because you have to keep those things away from you and away from your family. So just realize that they're adults and they're going to make their own decisions. Now, yes, you can try to check them into a rehab, and they may hate you for it, but it's a good thing to try at least. Don't put yourself out and your family out to dish out towards someone who isn't going to appreciate it. Maybe they will appreciate it, maybe they won't. You'll have to think about the individual and make that decision for yourself. But I believe God allows us to love people from a distance. And sometimes you do have to separate yourself from those people so that you do not have that drama in your life, and you want to keep your family and the rest of your friends and the rest of your family safe from the temptation that those people might put on them, or the burden that those people may put on them. Those types of people are normally in and out of jobs at times. They don't have a vehicle all the time. They always need rides. They always are asking for help, but they're never there for you, you know. So just realize that they're adults, and if they're a young person, you got to get them help before it's too late. So just try to realize that they're adults. Like I say, if they're an adult, if they're a young person, it's a little bit different. You got to kind of step in and do something for that young person. If it's somebody in their 20s, 30s, you know, it's their life, and they are choosing to make those decisions. Realize that it's not your fault. If you're a parent, it's not your fault. They are adults. They're capable of making their own decisions, and they're doing so, and they're making unwise decisions. You see, in life, it only takes one mistake to completely ruin your life and wind you up in jail. It takes an entire lifetime of good choices to build a good life. And with today's society, I think that's part of it. People don't want to make all of those good decisions. They don't want to put the work in, the effort in. You know, today's society, young people especially, it's almost like they expect things to be given to them. And when reality sets in, they want to act like a little heathen, and they don't want to do the things necessary to get them where they need to go. So train up your children correctly, teach them correctly, teach them the best you can, but realize one day they're going to be able to make their own decisions. And if they fall away, It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I know it's difficult. I know there's many parents out there that are struggling with a child. I say a child because they're young. They're still your kids. So just do what you can to help them. And if it's an adult that's hooked, you know, nothing's worth it. You know, nothing is worth dying for. If they're going through depression, if they're going through different things that maybe you're unaware of, try to get them some help. Try to talk to them, try to be there for them the best that you can. If they're a user, a manipulator, you gotta love them from a distance. So those are just some thoughts. As always, comment below, subscribe to my channel, Righteous Redneck. Tell me what you think, guys. Y'all have a good night.